Hey there, meteorologist Rachel Piscitelli here. Wanted to hop on Facebook Live to give you an update on the weather. You know, we do have the news at 10 and 11, but also wanted to kind of provide you with some of the latest updates on what is going on or will be going on tomorrow. We have a high wind warning that is in place for the entire state of Connecticut for tomorrow, and that's due to wind gusts as high as 60 to 65 miles per hour, which could be damaging and, take down tree limbs as well as cause some scattered power outages. So we'll have to continue to monitor that threat. Also, happy Easter. Hi, Mike. How are you? Go ahead and comment below if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer. If you just want to say hi, would love to talk to some folks. What have you been doing today? But of course, want to focus on what's going on with the weather at this point. So I did want to switch this around, and I'll show you what essentially the National Weather Service has said and what they've been saying, and then we'll take you through the hour-by-hour forecast and show you when we're anticipating things to really pick up in intensity over the course of overnight and into tomorrow morning. This is what the National Weather Service has put out. You can notice in here that the entire state of Connecticut is under a high wind warning for the majority of southern New England, in fact. So that includes Boston and into Cape Cod, Nantucket. The purple color that you're noticing along the ocean waters, that is a storm warning that is in effect for Long Island Sound and whatnot. In terms of where we go, here's the highest wind gust that the National Weather Service is kind of forecasting at this point for Monday, noticing that the entire state is under almost a red. So there's really no town that could get excluded from this at this point. So we're still looking at 55 to 60 mile per hour wind gust potential in Torrington, and then 60 to 65 mile per hour wind gusts up in Windsor Locks as well as Hartford. So it's very damaging winds potential. And then over, if you notice in like the Rhode Island area, Block Island, they could see wind gusts up to anywhere from 70 to 75 miles per hour. So pretty impressive stuff for tomorrow. What I've been saying is that while not expecting a widespread power outages, it's certainly not out of the question here. So definitely prepare for that. It would be a good opportunity to check your generator, make sure you have gas for your generator, as well as, get some fresh batteries in some of your flashlights and things like that, because, the new protocols that are put in place, I know we've gotten a couple of emails that generally say that the electric companies are going to be, they're prepared, they're ready for this. But of course, with the social distancing guidelines in place, there is a potential that it might be a little bit longer for you to get your power back on. So just kind of preparing for that. And if you don't lose your power, just thinking that you weren't one of those people who were losing your power here. So again, let's go back over to the graphics. We'll show you here. So strong south wind possible. So we have that high wind warning in place. Winds currently are generally out of the south right now, and they're picking up. You may notice that it's a bit breezy out there. We do have a good amount of cloud coverage out there too. And we are seeing the winds out of the south anywhere from about 8 to 18 miles per hour. So then as we go on through the overnight hours, this is Monday about 4:30 in the morning, a future wind gust tracker, noticing that the winds are kind of picking up in intensity. Don't get too boggled down by the numbers here, just noticing that the winds are picking up as early as overnight Sunday into Monday. And then by 9 o'clock, we could be feeling the effects of some strong winds that are likely going to occur well into the afternoon and into the evening on Sunday. So hang on, I pulled up the wrong show, so let me get the right show here for you. So again, let's just go over it now. We're seeing those winds fairly 8 to 18 miles per hour going on through the overnight hours, noticing that those winds begin to pick up in intensity. So feeling the effects of the storm system as early as 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and those winds will likely stick with us well into the afternoon with some heavy downpours to accompany that, as well as some rumbles of thunder. By about 7, 8 o'clock, improvements will be on the way overnight. Those winds begin to diminish, and by Tuesday, we overall look pretty good and will clear things out. So good news there. So as we go on through, hang on, let's go back to here. We'll take you through the hour by hour forecast. Just to show you the type of rain that we could see. So hour by hour forecast, we do have those clouds out there now. We'll continue to have those clouds increase with overcast skies overnight. Pretty mild in terms of temperatures, staying in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. By 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, we do have a good amount of cloud coverage out there, and we could see rain begin to approach our state as early as 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. The real heavy stuff does happen as we go on through the morning hours and into the afternoon and evening. Here at about 11 o'clock in the morning, noticing that we do have some light showers, moderate showers falling. Then by 2, 3 o'clock, a round of heavier rain likely approaches. We could hear some rumbles of thunder associated with that, with the winds really whipping out there. This is just not an ideal day for us, but the good news is it only lasts about a day, so that's good. Another round of showers likely by 6, 7 o'clock before we gradually clear things out and improve conditions are on the way for Tuesday. Looking at the forecast for you in terms of how much rain we're anticipating, we could pick up anywhere from 1 to maybe 2 inches of rain across the state, and that is likely for some of the areas where we see those higher amounts where, you know, some of those thunderstorms do potentially set up. So again, we do just have kind of a rough weather on the way for us for tomorrow, so kind of try and enjoy what weather, nice dry weather we have out there right now. Let me take a look at some of your questions. I know that was a lot of information out there for you, so just kind of wanted to look to see what you guys are saying. Hi, Steven. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty crazy day for us in terms of, you know, wind, and we'll have to continue to monitor that potential. Christian wants to know what time span heavy the winds are expected to be over. The threat for winds really continues throughout the day on Monday. I would say after about 7 or 8 o'clock, we do start to see those winds begin to back off for us, and more so overnight Monday into Tuesday. Tuesday looks great for us. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, and the winds will be light. So just not an overall great day for us throughout the day on Monday. Thomas wants to know, when does it start? Hopefully I kind of answered that question for you already, but we could be feeling the effects of the winds as early as the early morning hours on Monday, with the winds picking up in intensity as we go on through the afternoon into the evening. Steven says it's windy in Bristol. Yes, it is windy. We're seeing those winds generally 8 to 18 miles per hour right now, so already seeing those winds kind of pick up. But the real stuff that we're worrying about, the damaging winds that we're worrying about, will likely hold off until tomorrow. So that's, you know, just wanted to make sure everyone was mindful of that. Let's see. All right. Hi from Watertown. Hi, Anthony. Leslie wants to know what towns are the highest risk for wind. And I kind of answered that. I will go back to what the National Weather Service is saying. Everyone is under that high wind warning that's in effect, and I did want to show you. So here's a look at what they're saying. The highest wind gust potential for Monday. Everyone's really in that red color, that 60 to 65 mile per hour winds. So a lot of us, there's no particular area that I would say is more at risk than another. It is likely in effect for the entire state, so we'll have to continue to monitor where those winds end up setting up. Hi, Erica. How is everyone today? Thanks. Scott says thanks for the update, of course. And yeah, Anthony just said, make sure you have all of your devices charged up. That's a good thing. Just prepare. That's just, what we're here for, is just to prepare you for the potential for, a possible power outage in your area. Again, winds that get up to that intensity, even 60 to 65 miles per hour, they can knock down tree limbs and cause some other issues. So just make sure that you do have your devices if you're working from home. Just make sure you have them charged overnight tonight. If you do have a generator, just make sure that you have. These are things that you should be doing anyways, because we're starting to get into a more active severe weather. This is the severe weather time frame that we're going to start to prepare for. So it's kind of just an early teaser for us, and so it would be a good idea to kind of just make sure you have all of that stuff handy for you. Diane, of course, thank you so much. I always appreciate it. You're so great, and always watching my Facebook Live, so I generally appreciate that. Stay safe. And Mark says, yeah, just check your generators. Again, yeah, this is a good opportunity to check your generators, to make sure you have batteries in your flashlights, and make sure all of your devices are charged for tomorrow, just in case you are one of the unfortunate ones that happens to lose power. It's kind of like hope for the best, but prepare just in case. So I hope that I answered everyone's questions. I will be doing another Facebook Live on my page a little bit later, closer to about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we'll provide any more updates for you then. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of today. It is quite nice out there, a little bit chilly. We do have a little bit more clouds that have filtered through, but overall, try to get out and open up those windows and let the breeze kind of come in. And we will talk to you later again on my Facebook page. I'll do another Facebook update probably around 8:30 or so, and then again we are live tonight. Carmen and myself will be live tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock to provide you with the very latest. Have a great night, guys.